All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another exciting episode of T&K NoCo Auto Talk. I'm Kay.
I'm T.
And we've got something really exciting for you today. We're looking at the 2020 Ford Mustang GT.
Yeah, guys, we are really excited to bring you a different vehicle than we've shown you before. We've definitely had a lot of SUVs and trucks. So I think this is our second car now that we've had on our channel. And we're really, really excited to dive in and take a look and explore this vehicle with you guys. Let's dive in. Hey guys, here we are at the exterior of this vehicle. We're going to do our walk around, take you on a little tour of this pony and see what it has going on. So if we start down here at the front, we've got LED headlights, daytime running lights, fog lamps. We of course have LED tail lamps in the back, so we'll get to those in a little bit. But let's talk about the front fascia, the front grille, front bumper area here for a minute. Classic Mustang look. Of course, Kay, you know I'm from the South, and every time I look at one of these, it looks like a catfish mouth or even a shark mouth to me. Like it's just ready to suck up anything that's in its path.
It definitely looks hungry, that's for sure.
It's hungry and it's aggressive. I really, really like the look of it. We, of course, have our classic Mustang here in chrome. You know, I'm not too much of a fan of the chrome.
Yeah, I think it just fitting the overall aesthetic of the car. I think having it blacked out, and I'm not saying like matte black or anything. It could be a glossy black.
Ooh, glossy black. Yes.
I think having it blacked out would just be overall a better look for the car.
Yes.
And it's like it's 2024. Like you're so close to getting rid of all the chrome. Let's just take
let's just take the one extra step. I agree. I mean, I understand why they did it because it is classic. Mustang has always been chromed out kind of thing. But yeah, let's beef it up a little bit and just lend it to the aesthetics of the vehicle. It will make it look so nice. Yeah. But if we move down lower here, we've got our front air dam here as well to improve stability, performance, of course, aerodynamics. You know, give you a little bit more horsepower, make it go a little bit faster. And also lends to engine cooling as well.
Sure, especially on a car like this. It's not a GT500, it's not a Shelby, but I think we're all adults here. We can say you're going to drive it like it is a Shelby or a GT500.
Yeah.
So having that amount of cooling is super necessary.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to get on it when you step on the gas pedal, this for sure, because that's what it's meant to do. It's not meant to just go 20 miles an hour. You want to get on it and feel that power right away. So continuing on to the front hood of the vehicle, nothing really spectacular about the hood. We do, of course, have some nice lines going up the center, and we have our nice indents here for our active vent grills, because again, engine cooling is going to be key for this vehicle, making sure that hot air has a way to escape and relieve some of that, pressure and that performance that engine's putting out. Continuing on up here to our windshield, I found a nice little touch here. We've got the Ford emblem right there in the center. I think that's a nice special little feature. Obviously, an OEM windshield, so if you ever have to get your windshield replaced and you want that, you've got to go OEM. Aftermarket windshields are not going to have that on it. Continuing down here to our wheels and to the side profile of the vehicle, we have 19-inch painted aluminum, very nice multi-spoke wheels. I really like those. Wrapped with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, so a nice aggressive tire, especially for dry roads and good for truck days.
Yeah, and super aggressive setup as well. 255s running, 255 40s running in the front, and then you're running 275 40s in the back. So staggered, very aggressive setup as far as the tires go.
Yeah, so I mean, it just adds to the beefiness of the look of this vehicle with those nice big tires on it. We've got our 5.0 badge here on both sides, of course. I like the little touch of the accent of the red there in the center, because that is going to match the little red interior we have inside. So continuing down the side of the vehicle here, just making our way around, nice curves. We've got our nice little hip here in the rear. We've got, as I mentioned earlier, our LED tail lamps with that newer style. I like the way that these are laid out. I really like this look versus just a big solid piece. This just adds a little bit more flair having it be these 3 sections like this.
Yeah, and it's classic Mustang.
We've got GT here on the trunk. That is a nice GT badge, and of course that is blacked out. So that blends in really well with the aesthetics. We also have our performance spoiler here on the back, so more aerodynamics. Makes it go a little bit faster.
Yep, need all that downforce to help put that power down.
Moving down towards the bottom, we've got our rear diffuser with the integrated reverse light. Just very nice, very simple. We also have a dual exhaust system with quad tips. So I like that it looks like it's a quad exhaust, basically. I love that look. Up here on the top on our roof, we've got our shark fin antenna, which everybody is coming to know and hopefully love, because I like the shark fins. They're definitely better than the standard antennas of the olden days. And our just classic side profile of the Mustang. Our classic sloped back look. This just makes this vehicle very sporty. It looks really aggressive. And I mean, when you see it, why wouldn't you not want to stop and just be like, wow.
Yeah, and in true Ford fashion, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, right?
It's had the same general shape for many years.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks beautiful.
Beautiful. Well, with that, guys, I think we'll take a look under this hood and see what's going on under there.
Sounds good.
Perfect. All right, so we're going to take a look inside this engine bay of this bad boy right here. We've got a lovely 5.0 liter V8 engine in here. This guy outputs 460 horsepower at 420 foot-pounds of torque. We also have a very nice engine stabilizer. I really like the look of that. I think it's made out of aluminum, but it appears to be a very nice solid material. Nice little touches here on the top cover for the engine. 5.0 again with that dot with the nice red accent just to make things pop against that black. This engine is also made it to a 6-speed manual transmission. I love a good manual transmission. I think the other thing that we didn't mention earlier was that this also has the active valve performance exhaust. So that means that this vehicle is set up to control the amount of exhaust sounds, of course, while the vehicle is being driven. So it can be soft, it can be loud. So it just gives it that variable tones, which is going to be really nice, especially on a good track day. Really love this setup. Very nice. A lot of things going on in here. Like there's literally no space to fit anything. It's so packed in with a lot of stuff, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks amazing, and it sounds even better.
Yeah.
And hallelujah for a 6-speed manual.
Yes, hallelujah for a 6-speed manual. Manuals are dying out. But yeah, let's start this baby up and listen to those exhaust notes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with the interior. Well, nice. For the most part, easy to get into. I mean, you really sit down low in this vehicle. You got these bucket seats, of course. I do like the size of this steering wheel. It fits very nice profile right in front of you, just like, you know, your race car driver. So I do like the layout of this. We have analog gauge clusters. Let's just give this guy a little bit of power here, turn some things on. Hopefully we don't have too many dings. Yeah, so analog gauge cluster. We've got a very tiny, very, very tiny display. Nothing in here is touchscreen. So for 2020, this is still way back in the Stone Ages, basically, as far as technology goes in this vehicle. So you have your buttons here to control your screen. Of course, we've got our buttons on our steering wheel to control what's going on here in the center of the gauge cluster. We also have a steering wheel selector here to give you different steering modes. So you can have sport, you can have comfort, and you can have, I think it was just normal was the other one. You can also change your display a little bit, to make it a little bit customizable, but nothing too crazy for this vehicle as far as that goes. And of course, our nice manual gear shifter, nice and solid right there, fits very nicely in the palm of your hand. Moving across the top here at the dash, we've got our gauges for our engine, so our oil pressure PSI, and we have our flip ups for our vents. So just very simple, keeping it very nice and easy. Going along the front, I do like this little homage, 55 years Ford Mustang, nice little badge right there, and just kind of a cool little design, just to bring some aesthetics to the vehicle for the front dash area. 2 cup holders, of course, a little bitty pocket here for your little center armrest storage. So just very minimalistic, since this car is just meant for driving, not so much meant for too much tech exploring and things like that. So just things to just really keep you on the road, keep you engaged with the vehicle.
Yeah, 100%. It is crazy to see such a small screen, though, I gotta say.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop, actually.
It's almost like, what exactly is the point?
What exactly is the point? And I do love the number dials over here, like you're going to dial a phone number or something. I do like that. But yeah, just very, very simple. Nothing too crazy for the interior. But guys, I think, there's not a lot going on here on the interior. We just wanted you guys to take a peek here on the inside. So I think we're going to get this guy out on the road and see how it feels. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Yeah, it feels good too. It feels nice to be driving a manual. I haven't driven one in a while, and it's just like riding a bike. You never forget. Very comfortable. I got a good seating position here. Of course, you have multi-function seats, so you can adjust your seating position to whatever is comfortable for you. I'm sitting in a slightly back position, but slightly forward, just because I want to feel like I have nice control of the vehicle. In any event something happens, I can move quickly. I don't want to be too relaxed back in my seat. But everybody has their own different driving style.
Yeah, it's nice. Everything's within an arm's reach for both the driver and the passenger.
Yep.
I only have power, two-way power seats. It's manual, the back seat. The back of the seat.
The back of the seat
is manually adjusting. Other than that, very comfortable seats.
Yeah, guys, very quick, very responsive, nice smooth shifting. I would say 0 to 60 is probably pretty quick in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be putting the power down pretty well. It felt stable the whole time.
Yeah, no lag or anything like that.
Big fat tires, no doubt.
No doubt. Keep you nice and gripped to the road. We've got our oil pressure gauge and our boost gauge functioning. So it's kind of cool to see the gauges move as you are shifting, let you know what kind of oil pressure and your vacuum pressure, what all that's feeling like going through your engine and your cylinders. But again, just a very simple gauge cluster. Analog, we do have our needles. They light up in red. I think in some of your Mustangs you can change the color of them, but I don't think you can do that in this particular one.
I know I keep talking about the way it sounds, but it sounds good, and it's not overly intrusive though on the interior, at least I'm assuming it's in normal mode.
Yes, and we will play with that active exhaust system here and try to see if we can hear the tonation changes in the system.
Oh, beautiful downshift.
Yeah.
This does have active rev matching, so you should be able to get a nice solid downshift every time.
Yeah, man, this is what makes me like cars. I love a nice sports car. Just really something about it, you just feel really connected, you know?
Yeah, 100.
This gets me super excited. Feel like I'm on a racetrack, and I just really want to take this on a racetrack.
I mean, it's ready. It's got everything you need. I guess barring a couple more 100 horsepower.
Yep. We're going to pop into our settings here, and we're going to go over to the exhaust mode. So right now we are in normal mode. I am going to go ahead and change this to quiet, and we'll see what tonality changes occur. So quiet still seems to be pretty close to normal.
Yeah, it does. You can tell there's a difference.
Slight.
You do get a little more of the road noise now. Obviously, these are lower profile tires, so you're going to hear the road. You're going to hear that tire noise. But the exhaust does seem to be slightly quieter.
Yep. And it did automatically switch it back to normal on its own. And I would assume that's probably based on engine speed, maybe what gear you're in as well, for it to automatically switch that down. So once we get going again, we'll try to get this guy in sport mode.
Definitely has you like looking at all the dads driving minivans saying "sucker."
Alright guys, so I'm going to switch this over into sport mode here real quick and for exhaust mode and see how we sound.
Oh, it's definitely deeper.
Is it deeper? Yeah. More throaty?
Yeah.
And also, I will say that for the shifting, it is very buttery smooth. It's more of a short shift than a long shift. It doesn't take you much to flick it over into your next gear. So really easy to control your transmission, control your speed, control the handling of the vehicle. And now I'm just going to shift it back over to normal. Yeah, that did get a little throatier, like you said, on that sport mode. And I'm sure, outside of the vehicle, there's probably also a lot louder, more intense sound than we hear on the inside.
Yeah, we'll throw in an exhaust clip. You can hear the difference between the normal and the sport. There is also a track exhaust setting, but you have to meet certain parameters in order to activate that. And we're not on track, so.
Yep, we won't turn that on. But driving feels good. It's a sports car, right? So it's kind of rough around the edges. You kind of feel the vehicle moving back and forth as you're driving, which I enjoy. It just makes for a more engaging ride and engaging drive.
Yeah, I'm watching you, maneuver the wheel as you're driving here, and this steering seems to be very sharp. It doesn't take a lot of input in order to get the car to react.
Correct. And also, since you did mention steering, Kay, let's check out these steering modes. We have those to explore too while we're out here driving.
So yeah.
Now we're in comfort.
Yeah, comfort. Is that comfort?
Yep. So now we're in comfort. Throw that into the sport for me. Oh yeah, you can feel the difference. I'm just wobbling the steering wheel back and forth just so I can see what the response is like. In comfort, it was more loose. In sports, it was a lot tighter steering. Which again, for a manual transmission sports car, I think you want that tighter steering feel.
Oh yeah, 100%. Got some tracks here. I think we all know. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible. But you expect that to be a little bit stiff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that was like 30 miles an hour. So wasn't going very fast, but there's definitely a lot of movement there.
Yep.
Obviously, it's a sports car, like you said. So.
But overall, the ride is very nice. This is pretty comfortable for a sports vehicle. The seats feel good. I don't have any complaints there. Although I would say maybe if you were going on a longer drive, I could see that maybe coming into an issue. The legs or something would probably start falling asleep.
Yeah, 100%. They are comfortable, but I would not want to be here for any extended amount of time.
Yes. Agreed. And then, Kenny, what about the fuel economy on this bad boy?
It's abysmal.
Abysmal. I like it.
So yeah, it's 9 on the highway, 16 in the city, and about 19 combined. So not great.
Not great at all.
But obviously, if you're buying this kind of car, that's not a priority. And like I said earlier, somebody who has a car like this is probably not driving it every day. So it's likely going to be a weekend car, a track car. It's probably going to get pulled from one place to another rather than driven. So doesn't have to have great fuel economy.
I don't think this would perform very well in the wintertime, especially on a heavy winter day. But on those days where it's not as heavy, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
We're pretty good around here about, or I should say they're pretty good around here about getting the streets cleaned up and prepared for that. So I do know people will still drive these rear-wheel drive vehicles, these sport cars in the winter. So
I mean, and with traction control and all the technology that's in cars nowadays, it's not a death sentence to drive a sports car in the winter.
Right.
They are getting more and more competent when it comes to that. So it, I guess, potentially could be, but obviously, if you're being careful, you'll end up holding up traffic.
Yep, and this is very, very enjoyable.
Super quick.
Yeah.
And then it like pushes you back in your seat.
It does.
And this is, not the souped up version.
Right.
Just a little flywheel.
Yeah, this car has no problems handling the roads, doing what it needs to do. Everything is just finely tuned straight from the factory.
That downshift. Oh my god.
It was so nice. So nice.
And it's nice, you can hear some of the mechanical things going on underneath and behind the scenes. It's like that classic sports car feeling.
Yes.
Get you excited.
Get you excited every time. All right, Kay. Now it's your turn behind the wheel.
My turn.
And this pony.
Good luck, everybody.
Give me that pony.
Oh yeah. Scratch everything I just said about it being a daily driver. I'm taking this to work every day.
I still think this is probably too fast, too quick for 16, 18-year-olds. So, I mean, I personally don't recommend this for that age group, but I know that they're the type that think that they want to have a Mustang, but that will definitely get them in trouble. And obviously, insurance will be really, really expensive.
For sure.
So, wait until you're in your 20s, kids, and you got some experience under your belt.
Sage advice, T.
Oh, I try. Just trying to help everybody out there enjoy the vehicles. We all want to have fun. We're sitting over here in the passenger seat. This is comfortable for a passenger. You basically just get to sit back and experience riding in the vehicle. You can experience that power, that torque pushing you back in the seat.
Sorry.
Listening. No worries. Listening. I mean, it's very enjoyable. This is a driver's car. This is what this is. How does that shifter feel for you?
It's nice. It's super short throws. You know exactly what gear you're going into. Sorry, I should probably roll my window up. But I love that rev matching.
Yeah. That is nice. Don't lose it there.
I almost hit a Mustang.
Okay, any other thoughts on your driving experience so far?
I know we're just on, city roads and whatever. But it's very compliant. The steering, like I said earlier, is very precise.
Yes.
I mean, this car's a lot of fun, and we're just on city roads. I can only imagine what kind of fun you can have on a track in this thing.
Oh, absolutely. Really open it up, see what it's really all about. Get the full 420 horsepower or 460 horsepower. Yeah, I bet that it would be amazing. Well, guys, we're going to make our way back to the shop, and we'll give you guys our final thoughts. See you in a little bit. Man, Kay, that was a thrilling ride.
That was exciting. It's been a while since I drove a manual, but it's like, duh. Of course, that's the way to go. I loved it. The way it shifts. I mean, like I said earlier, nice short shifts, short rows. Super responsive steering, that exhaust note from the 5.0.
Amazing. Amazing.
I mean, this is the whole package. This is the real deal.
Yeah, man, like this vehicle is just meant for driving.
Yeah.
It brings that experience, connecting you with the vehicle, connecting you with the road, control over how the vehicle, the engine transmission responds with that manual transmission. It's literally just a driver's car.
Yeah.
Put a smile on my face. It's exciting.
It's like I now have a firm understanding of why the Mustang is the Mustang, why it's been around so long. It's a driver's car, and it's awesome.
And just think about, this isn't even the top tier of performance for the Mustang specifically. And just with this, it was still on point.
Yeah. Anything other than this is just icing on the cake. That's just cherries on top.
Yeah.
You don't need it, but it's nice to have.
It's nice to have.
If this is all you're looking for, something that's maybe a little more affordable, then this would definitely be a good option. I think brand new, this stickered for less than $41,000. So, not a bad price for something.
Not a bad price.
That you get.
Yeah, and a great looking vehicle. Yeah. It just looks sharp,
Yeah. So I mean, it's modern. It's got LED lighting everywhere. So. It's not like you're gonna get it and feel out of touch or left behind.
Yep.
So
just lacking on the interior for some of the tech things that we're getting more and more used to. But again, sometimes that stuff is overkill.
Yeah. I mean, if your whole goal is to have a car that's mechanical and feels good to drive, then you don't want something that's loaded with technology to get in your way of that.
Yep, so. Exactly. You just want to get in and go and drive the vehicle, and that's why you're in it. You're taking it out for fun, just even to go up the street to the grocery store.
Yeah, you'll have fun doing it.
You'll have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Guys, this vehicle is available at Cruise Shift in Loveland. Please feel free to reach out to us if you are have any questions on it, if you're interested in it. Our contact info is in our bio. Make sure to mention #TK NoCoAutoTalk. And also, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. We love engaging with you guys. I'm so happy to see that we're getting some more engagement on our channel. So please, let us know your thoughts on the Ford Mustang. Do you have one? Why not? If you don't, would you?
Yeah, like Camaro, Challenger, or Mustang. What's your choice?
Let us know. Yeah, what's your choice? What's your flavor? And with that, guys, I think we'll catch you on the road.